As we look at this problem, it says on this specific interval the curve is, and gives us 3 different options, increasing, or 5 different options, and all of them are talking about increasing and concavity. As soon as we see those words, we know that we need to find y prime, which would be 3x squared minus 12x plus 9, and we need to find the second derivative because second derivative tells us about concavity. So if we look at the second derivative will be 6x minus 12. Now, in order to determine something on this specific interval that we're given here, let's see what we can find out about critical points and inflection points. 3x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. When we factor out 3x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0, well, that will factor as x minus 3 and x plus 1. So we've got critical points then, or critical points at 3 and at negative 1. Both of those are outside of our range, so that doesn't seem to have any bearing on us. Let's do a sign line quickly and determine what we do have going on here. Here's our point negative 1. Here is our point 3. So if I put a negative 2 in there, that gives me negative 5, a negative number, and a negative number. So the entire thing is positive. If I put 0 in, I get a negative and positive, which tells me that this is negative. If I put a number larger than 3 in here, I get positive and positive. So that tells me that between negative 1 and 3, this function is decreasing because the first derivative is 0, so the function has to be going down. So we've narrowed our choices to C and D. Now let's look at our second derivative. Our second derivative equals 0 when x equals 2. And if we look at a sign line for that, if we look at the second derivative, well, if I put a number less than 2 in, I get a negative number out. If I put a number larger than 2 in, I get a positive number out. So my second derivative is negative, which means it's concave down before 2, and it's positive, which means it's concave up after 2. So since it's concave down before 2, from our graphic over here, we know it was decreasing, so we can determine that it's decreasing and it's concave down. D is our correct answer.